Welcome to day 15 from 28 days of yoga. We're going to start in Sukhasana with our palms facing up to receive energy from the universe. Bring your shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. Grounding into earth through the base of your spine and reaching up towards the sky with the crown of your head. Inhale and reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers and turn all the way to your right as much as you can. And then bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. Every time you inhale, sit up taller. And every time you exhale, twist a bit more. You can turn and look behind you if that's okay with your neck. On your next inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, interlace your fingers, and turn towards the left. When you can't turn anymore, bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. On each inhale, get more length in your spine, sit up nice and tall, and on every exhale, try to twist a bit more. And inhale your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take your legs out wide. Ow, my golly. The cat is attacking my foot. Stop it. Okay. Bring your arms to a T. Make sure that your toes are pointing up to the sky so your feet are flexed, keeping your spine nice and long. Cross your elbows, your right on top of your left, and then cross your forearms into like this, and then touch your palms together. So this is eagle pose arms. And then you can lift. Sorry about Bengali, she's being crazy. Bengali. Oh my god. Are you okay? Sorry about that. Okay, coming back. So we're going to cross our elbows, twist around our forearms, bring our palms together, and then you can raise your elbows up and you'll get a nice stretch in your upper back. And then keeping your spine nice and long, your feet are both flexed, grounding to the earth, the base of your spine. Fold forward as much as you feel comfortable. Keeping your elbows raised as you fold forward. It's okay if you don't want to fold forward too. If it feels better to just stay here, then just stay here. It's all about what feels good in your body today. And then bring your arms back out to a T. And we're going to cross them again. Now taking your left elbow on top and twisting your arm so you're doing it the opposite way. And lift your elbows to stretch out your upper back and your shoulders. And keeping your feet flexed and your spine nice and long, fold forward as much as you want to today. And bring your arms back up to a T, sitting up. Slide your right hand towards your left foot and reach your left arm up to the sky. And slide your left hand all the way towards your left foot. Bring your right hand up to the sky. And inhale, reach your left arm up to meet your right. Bring your hands together at heart center before bringing them out in front of you, keeping your spine nice and long and folding forward, keeping your feet flexed so your legs are engaged. And sit back up, bend your right leg, bringing the sole of your feet into your left thigh. turn your body towards that left foot, keeping that left foot flexed, your legs engaged. Inhale your arms up, keeping your spine nice and long and straight and folding forward as much as you want to. I would rather you bend your knee than bend your spine. But it's okay to just stay here if that's where you're at today. You don't have to fold into the pose. It's not about what you look like or any shape that you make. It's about how you feel. And inhale your arms back up, keeping your arms raising towards the sky. Open out your right leg long again, and then bend your left leg. Turn towards your right leg and fold forward. Again, I'd rather you bend your knee than bend your spine in any way. And then come back up, straighten your left leg, back to wide-legged, seated, forward fold. So forward fold. And come back up. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Push your feet out so they're wider in front of you and your legs are making like a diamond shape. And fold forward with a long spine just for a second, and then sit back up, round your spine and fold forward again. Come back up, cross your legs back into Sukhasana, and switch your cross so your opposite leg is in front. Inhale, push your chest up, look up, and exhale, round your back, bring your chin into your chest. Inhale, push your chest forward and look up. We're taking cat-cow, but seated. So just upper body cat-cow, and exhale, round your back, bring your chin into your chest. Inhale, push your chest forward, look up, and exhale, round your back and bring your chin into your chest. Come back to Sukhasana. Switch the cross of your legs again. And you have a choice. You can keep doing the cat-cows that we were just doing, or you can take it a step further and do big circles on your spine. So it's the same forward and backward motion, but instead of going just one way, you're going in a circle, and it's really nice. So inhale and push your chest out, and then move over to the left, scraping back behind you and out to the right, pushing forward. I think this feels really nice. But everyone's body is different, so if you prefer to just do it the other way, keep doing it that way. Maybe try this way a little bit and see if you like it. So we're just going in one direction. And then going in the other direction. Come back to Sukhasana. Bend your knees. Plant your feet onto the ground. Make sure that your knees and your toes are tracking in the same direction. Come on off your bum into Malasana. Bring your hands together at heart center. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to reach our right hand forward and around our right leg, and then our left arm behind. You can grab your right hand if you can reach. If you can't reach, it's okay to grab your shirt, or you can get a yoga strap, a belt, a tie, anything that you can use to grab on each side and be able to hold on. So you would grab the towel in one hand and the other hand just so you can hold your hands together. Gives you that added length. And then come back to center and wrap your left arm around your left leg and bring your right hand behind you and try to clasp that left hand. And if you can't reach, modify and grab your shirt or grab something to use to connect your hands. Come back to center. Bring your hands in front of you. Heel toe your feet out, keeping your toes slightly pointed in towards each other, and inhale all the way up. And then heel toe your feet back in, so you're in Tadasana. Bring your palms together and lean all the way to the right. And then lean all the way to the left. And then we're going to set up for warrior one. So make sure that your right leg is pointed towards the front of your mat. Your heel is lined up with your back heel, and your back toes are diagonally pointed towards the left side of the mat. Your hips are facing the front of your mat. Bend your knee and bring your arms up into warrior one. Your knee is above your ankle, keeping weight in both feet. Then bring your hands down on either side of your front foot. Step back into plank. Bend your knees into chaturanga. Push up into up dog or cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Bicycle your legs here. You can bend your knees, bring your stomach to your thighs, and then straighten your legs. Your goal is to bring the heel of your foot to the ground, but it's okay if it never touches. And then step your left leg in between your hands, lining up your right heel with your left heel, having your right toes diagonally towards the front of your mat, and stand up into warrior one. Take a deep breath here. And then bring your hands on either side of your left foot and step it back into plank. Bend your elbows into chaturanga. Push up into upward dog or cobra. And push back into downward facing dog. Inhale and raise your right leg up. Step it in between your hands. Line up the back arch of your left foot with the front, with your the heel of your front foot, coming into warrior two. Gazing over your front fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward until you can't reach anymore and come down into triangle pose. Opening up your chest. Look up at your left hand if that's okay on your neck. Come back to warrior two. Windmill your arms down. Take a vinyasa if you want to, or just meet me in downward facing dog. Inhaling your left leg up, stepping it in between your hands, coming into warrior two on this side, gazing over your front fingertips. Be sure to press weight into that back foot. Inhale and reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two, straighten that front leg, reach forward until you can't reach anymore, and come into triangle pose. Reaching up to the sky with your right hand, and you can look up at your right hand if that's okay on your neck. Come back to warrior two. Windmill your arms down. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Bicycle your legs out here. And walk your feet in towards your hands and your hands in towards your feet. So you're in a forward fold. Look up and get some length. And then stand all the way up. Turn towards the side of your mat. Remember how before we did our eagle arms? Now we're going to add the legs. We're going to take eagle pose. So your legs are going to mirror what your arms are doing. Bring your arms to a T. Bring them in front of you. Stack your elbows. Twist your forearms so your palms are touching. Then you're going to put all of your weight into your left foot. Raise that right foot off the ground a little bit. Find somewhere to focus in front of you, something that isn't moving. Then you're going to keep all that weight in this left foot. Engage your core, find balance. Point that right foot up. Bend your knee and wrap your leg around your standing knee, similar to what your arms are doing. So you're wrapping your knee on top of your other knee and then wrapping your leg around, hooking it on your calf. Find balance here. Bit tricky. Our bodies are different every day. So some days you might be able to easily balance in a pose, and other days it might be harder. Lift your elbows up, and then come back down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So crossing your arms again with the opposite arm on top, grounding into your right leg, your right foot, standing up nice and tall, lifting your left foot off the ground, raising it up, bending that knee above your other knee and wrapping your leg around your standing leg. Keeping your spine nice and long, grounding into the earth, reaching up to the sky with your head and your hands and your elbows. Holding this as long as you can and then softly coming out of it. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward and just let your body hang here. You can grab your opposite elbows and hang, sway back and forth if you want to. We're going to reach towards the ground again with our hands. Bring the tops of your hand onto the ground and then step on your hands so your toes are at your wrists, stretching at your wrists. Just for a second, and then you're going to bring your hands to your thighs, look up and get some length, and then inhale all the way up. Keeping your arms raised, step your legs out wide, and then point your toes out towards the side, bend your knees into goddess pose, bring your hands onto your thighs, and then bend, twist towards the left, come up, then twist towards the right. I'm going to stand all the way up. Turn your big toes so they're slightly faced towards each other, and exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand in between your feet, a little bit in front of them, and then open up, reaching your right hand up to the sky. And then put your right hand where your left hand is, and reach towards the sky with your left hand. And now keep both of your hands on the ground. Bend your knees. Heel toe your feet in a little bit. Make sure your knees and your toes are tracking in the same direction. Sitting back down into Malasana. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep breath and then sit down on your bum. We're going to lay down on our stomachs. Interlace your hands behind you and roll over to your right side, stretching out your shoulders. If you want to take this a bit deeper, you can take your left leg, bend it, and put the foot on the floor. And if you want to go even deeper, take your right leg to match your left leg. So your legs are bent and your feet are on the floor. I'm going to go a bit less deep. And then roll onto your stomach. Switch your hands so you're interlacing the other way, your other pinky's on top. Open up through your chest and roll over to your left. If you want to take it deeper, you can bring your right foot on the ground, your right knee pointed towards the sky. If you want to go even deeper, bring your left leg to meet it, or just stay with just your arms, stretching out your shoulders. Roll over onto your stomach. Bring your forearms on the ground, fingers pointed towards the front of the mat, and peel your chest up into Sphinx pose. Come all the way down and roll over onto your back. Hug your knees in. Cross your right knee over your left. Bring your arms out to a T and bring your legs off to your left side, looking over your right. And then bring them through center, keeping your legs just how they are. Drop them over to the right, look over the left. Bring them back to center, straighten your legs, switch to the cross, and drop them over the right, looking over the left. Bring them through center, keeping the cross, and drop them over to the left, looking over the right. And bring them back into center. Hug your knees in. Grab the outside pinky toe side of your feet with your hands and come into happy baby. Rock back and forth if you want to. Hug your knees into your chest. Now is your opportunity to take any pose, make any movements, do anything you want to before meeting me into Shavasana, your final resting pose. Completely relaxing your entire body, melting into the earth, clearing your mind of any thoughts. This pose allows the benefits of the rest of your practice to sink in. Let yourself melt away. Shavasana. Begin making small movements in your fingers and your toes, rolling out your wrists and your ankles. Big stretch overhead, your arms reaching your legs out, wiggling a bit, and then rolling off onto your right side. And slowly taking all the time that you need. Meet me back in Sukhasana. Bring your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste. That was day 15 of your 28 days of yoga. You are more than halfway to the finish line, so keep up the good work, and I will see you tomorrow.